I want to unpack what's really happening when burnout hits, why it looks different in women, especially those who are neurodivergent. Let me tell you something that might surprise you. Burnout doesn't always look like falling apart. Sometimes it looks like holding it all together, smiling, performing, nailing that to-do list until your body says no more. And if you're a woman, you've probably been praised for how well you manage everything, but no one sees the cost. Today, I want to unpack what's really happening when burnout hits, why it looks different in women, especially those who are neurodivergent, and how to actually begin healing, not just surviving. You're not lazy, you're fried. Burnout isn't a buzzword, it's a shutdown. And in women, particularly women with ADHD, autism, or who are highly sensitive, it doesn't always show up as collapse. It shows up as overfunctioning. You do more, push harder, prove yourself, because somewhere along the way, you learn that rest isn't safe unless you've earned it. You're probably running on a nervous system that hasn't had a true break in years. You're overwhelmed, emotionally flatlined, and physically depleted, but you still say yes to things you don't have capacity for. You stay up late to catch up. You feel guilty saying no, even when your body is screaming for rest. Burnout recovery starts when you stop outsourcing your worth to your output. How ND women mask burnout. This is the part no one talks about. Women who are neurodivergent often are expert maskers. We grew up learning to read the room, mirror others, make people comfortable. So when burnout hits, we hide it until the mask slips and everything crashes. Let's imagine our nervous system is like the battery percentage on our phones. If you're neurodivergent, you might be running 12 background apps without realizing it. Your social mask is one. Your get it done mode is another. Your personal to-do list, your kids' schedules, you get it, right? All these apps are open in the background of your beautiful brain, using up energy. Without closing those apps, you'll be at 1% battery by midday. The lie of just push through. Let me say this plainly. We are not meant to override our biology. When you push past your body's signals over and over and over, you don't just burn out, you actually forget what it feels like to truly rest. This reminds me of a client, let's call her Maya. She came to me saying, I don't even know if I'm burned out. I just know I don't feel anything anymore. She wasn't crying. She wasn't panicking. She was just done, checked out, blank, empty, operating on autopilot. During our work together, we uncovered something big. She'd been living in burnout for years. 3 exactly. And because she kept performing, no one noticed, not even herself. And maybe you've lost touch with what nourishes you. Maybe you're waking up tired already. You're scrolling for dopamine. You fantasize about disappearing. What this really proves is you don't need a vacation. You need a reconnection. Reconnection to your body, your needs, your internal cues, which we know can be difficult for neurodivergent people. So let's talk the trauma tangle. Why this isn't just about stress. Here's where my work goes deeper than surface level fixes. For many of the women I work with, especially those raised to people please or perform for love, burnout isn't just a productivity issue, it's a trauma response. You've learned to earn love by being useful. You learned that your pain was too much. So you coped by shrinking, contorting, over-delivering. Burnout isn't just about doing too much. It's about being too much for too long without receiving the support your beautiful self needs. The moment you can name that, this is the moment healing becomes available. The 3-phase healing framework. I teach a 3-phase approach to burnout recovery that focuses on the nervous system, your beliefs, and real-world structure. Phase 1, regulate your nervous system. It needs to feel safe before we can rebuild. This means slowing down your inputs, short daily moments of stillness, noticing when you're activated and giving your body permission to come down. Phase 2, reclaim. This is the part where we reconnect you with what you actually need, what actually feels nourishing, what you want more of. Start small, start daily. This is about coming home to yourself. Phase 3, reinforce. Now we create rhythms, not rigid routines, but sustainable practices. Boundaries, breaks, built-in recovery. This is how we future-proof your nervous system. Think of your life like a garden. If you're constantly pruning and harvesting without replanting, the soil goes dry. Burnout isn't a lack of effort, it's a lack of nourishment, a lack of care to the parts of you that need it most. So where to begin today? Let me leave you with this. You don't have to wait until you collapse to start healing. You can begin today by doing one small thing differently. Cancel one non-essential thing. Take a 5-minute quiet walk without your phone. Say no without over-explaining. Ask yourself, what would feel replenishing right now? And then let yourself have that thing. You matter, not because of what you do, but because of who you are and because you exist. You're a human. And if you've forgotten that, let's begin the remembering together. If your brain just lit up and you're like, yes, please, more of this, go watch this next video over here. It builds right on what we just talked about.